Earthquakes happen all around the world, but have you ever wondered why some earthquakes cause massive destruction and loss of life, while others of similar magnitude barely make the news? Today, we're breaking down the science behind this and what countries can do to reduce the impact. Let's start with geology. The Earth's outer shell is made up of tectonic plates. These plates are constantly shifting and bumping into each other. Earthquakes usually happen along the boundaries where these plates meet, but some regions are more geologically active than others. Countries like Japan, Indonesia, Chile and Turkey lie on major fault lines, making them high-risk zones. The energy released in these regions can be enormous. However, being near a fault line doesn't always mean disaster. The next big factor is infrastructure. Imagine two cities, one with strict building codes and earthquake-resistant construction, and another with poorly built structures and no safety regulations. When the ground shakes, the difference is night and day. Buildings not designed to handle seismic activity can collapse instantly, trapping or killing people inside. This is what often makes earthquakes in developing regions far more deadly. In 2010, a 7.0 magnitude earthquake devastated Haiti, killing over 200,000 people. In contrast, Japan's 2011 earthquake was much stronger at 9.0. But thanks to modern engineering and preparedness, many buildings stayed standing. So, what makes an earthquake more destructive? Well, there are several key factors. First, proximity to the epicenter. The closer you are, the more severe the shaking. Second, shallow depth. The shallower the quake, the more intense the shaking. Third, population density. More people means more potential for harm. Fourth, poor building standards, structures that can't withstand the forces. And finally, lack of emergency preparedness. Each of these factors can multiply the impact, turning a natural event into a human disaster. But the good news? Much of this risk can be reduced. Here's how. Stronger building codes. Enforce standards for earthquake-resistant design, especially for schools, hospitals and homes. Retrofitting old buildings reinforce structures that were built before modern codes were introduced. Public education. Teach citizens how to respond during and after an earthquake. Early warning systems, seconds of warning, can save lives by shutting down gas lines, halting trains, and alerting people to take cover. Emergency planning. Having rescue teams, supplies, and evacuation plans ready can drastically reduce chaos and casualties. Countries like Japan, Chile, and New Zealand have invested heavily in these areas, and it shows. Their ability to bounce back from large earthquakes is proof that preparedness saves lives. We can't stop the earth from shaking. But we can build smarter, educate better, and prepare more thoroughly. Because when the next big earthquake hits, it's not just about the size of the quake, it's about what we've done before it strikes.